Hello, I'm Catherine Huddle with the Carmel Clay Public Library, and I'm joined today by some of our top volunteers from the library's Teen Volunteer Corps as we celebrate National Volunteer Week. In 2021, there were 337 teens in grades 6 through 12 who volunteered for at least one project on behalf of the library. We would like to thank all of them for their excellent work, and we would also like to thank the outstanding volunteers who are here with us today to tell us more about the Teen Volunteer Corps. I'm joined today by Rathika and two sets of twins, Anya and Ananya, and Ava and Anna, as well as Isabel. Thank you all so much for speaking with me today. So we're going to go ahead and get started with Anya and Ananya. How did you two get started volunteering at the library?
Our parents brought up the library as a good way to volunteer and a good opportunity. And there was a lot of fun volunteer opportunities at the time. So we started off then, and it was fun to do, and we kept going.
Thank you. And Isabel, how did you get started volunteering at the library?
My friend actually recommended to me, and I really like books in general, so she thought it was a good idea for me to do it anyway. So
Future librarian? Maybe.
yeah, I am. I want to have a degree in that area.
Great. We need more librarians. Well, Ava, what about you? How did you get started volunteering with us?
When we went to the library, there was a lot of advertisement for it, and this seemed really cool. So I joined when I was eligible.
Great. Is that pretty similar, Anna?
Yeah, so like Ava said, we had gone to a lot of the library's programs when we were younger, like the Monday Madness and the Pause to Read. And
that was a long time ago for you.
Oh yeah. And along the way, we kind of just heard about this program. And I also heard about this from people I knew that were older than me. And so we applied to the Teen Volunteer Corps, and it was a really cool decision.
And Rathika, what about you?
So I started volunteering last summer, and I decided to join because I loved books and I wanted to share that with other people. And since my sister was a part of it too, I also was intrigued to try it out as well. And when I put my application, I was accepted and I was able to do it.
That's so cool. We've got a lot of same family members who cycle through, so that's great to hear that. Well, we're going to go back up to our set of twins at the top, Anya and Ananya. What was your favorite volunteer opportunity at the library in 2021?
I personally liked the Raiders of the Ark program because it was fun to experience reading new books by different authors. I liked when we were able to volunteer at the garden and help grow plants at the plot there, because it was nice to be a part of making food for other people. And yeah, it's nice.
Lots of plates. That was great. Isabel, what about you? I saw you nod your head for Raiders of the Ark.
I'm a big fan of Raiders of the Ark. I love to read. I would not put my hands on a book. I love every book I get my hands on, except for Fahrenheit 451, which involves burning books. That very heartbreaking to me. And I have a second one. I also I did one design, and I really liked it. I like doing the creative writing aspect, since I also want to be an author someday.
That's great. Perfect. And Ava, what about you?
I really liked the make and take kits, like the Halloween bats.
Those have been so popular. The library did over 9,000 of those last year. Rathika, what about you? What was your favorite volunteer opportunity?
My favorite one was ARC one as well. And I liked it because I could share my thoughts on books and keep the book that I read. And I really liked that.
That is a great perk. And
yeah,
Anna
so I'm gonna second the Raiders of the Arks and the teen zines as well. It's kind of sad that the Raiders of the Ark program is getting retired, because it was so fun to get to just read books and know that your opinion would be heard about those books. And then for the teen zines, I remember I did a picture artwork for it, and it was so cool to see it being published. I think the library did a really good job of expanding into several different sort of fields of volunteering, whether it was like the pots to plates, that was more traditional volunteering, or like the take and make kits.
If you're interested in finding out more about some of those teen zines that were published over the past 2 years, you can see those through our Facebook page and on the library website. So Anya and Ananya, what has been your most rewarding experience volunteering at the library and why?
So for me, the most rewarding experience was when we got to make the catnip socks, because it was nice to make something that another animal could enjoy and use. I really liked volunteering for the pop-up book sale for the Friends Library, because it was cool that the leftover books would be given to an organization.
Perfect. And what about you, Isabel?
I like meet the authors because I love to like meet other authors and get like my get their ideas and put some of those ideas in play. And I really dislike saying thank you for your advice, and it's just more rewarding for me on my part, because I just, like I said, I really want to be an author, and I thought it might be helpful for me in the future.
That's great. Ava, what about you? What is the most rewarding volunteer experience you've had at the library?
I feel like all of them have been rewarding because they broadened my understanding about like the community and gave great recommendations for books.
Perfect. All right. And what about you, Rathika?
Mine was probably like the crafts that we did, like the cat sock that was mentioned earlier, because like it was a lot of fun to do, and we were able to like gain service hours for doing them, and it was like I had a blast doing them.
You know, the Humane Society for Hamilton County really appreciated those. Thank you.
Oh
Anna.
yeah, maybe more on the pet themed side as well. I enjoyed doing Paws and Pages with the Teen Library Council. That was really fun. I got to see a bunch of dogs, and it was outside, which was really fun after so many volunteer opportunities that were like inside or individually. This was, I think, a really good way to get back to a more traditional volunteering event.
That was a great event. I hope we can do that again in the future. All right. So Anya and Ananya, what has been the most unusual thing you've done volunteering at the library? Was it making the cat toys?
It was similar to the cat toys, but when we had to design the stickers for it, at first I didn't really understand why, but then one of the volunteering people, they explained that it was to cover up the spots in the grocery store, so I thought that was cool. Yeah, I would agree with what Nadia said, that the stickers were kind of unusual at first.
It was a very unique opportunity.
Yeah.
Isabel, what about you? What's been the most unusual thing you've done for the library to help out?
There was a teen library council. There's like we have to figure out like hoodies or tote bags or stuff like that. And I don't know what we went on this time, but like in the past we did like actually we're doing a tote bag right now. And I just think it's very unusual because I normally people I do know don't do tote bags, and I never heard of this before. So that's mine.
I would personally like to agree with that, because I think last year they did a bucket hat. And it was really interesting because normally places that you volunteer, they give out just t-shirts or hoodies or stuff. And it was really interesting seeing how we all got bucket hats. That was a really cool thing.
Any other unusual volunteering experiences that anyone else would like to share, Rathika or Ava?
For me, since I've been volunteering, I agreed with like the sticker one. And like other than that, I haven't really had any other unusual type experience, more like fun experiences.
Yet, there's always time. All right. Well, what suggestions would you all have for volunteer opportunities for other teens at the library? What about Anya and Ananya? If you were going to recommend this to a friend, which one would you recommend?
I would definitely recommend Raiders of the Ark. I would recommend Pots to Plates because lately there aren't that many opportunities to go outside, but definitely for summer or something like that, it's nice to get involved in outdoor stuff. And yeah, it's a good way to be more open-minded about the different opportunities. And
Any other suggestions for other teens?
I personally would think that another good one for them to do would be like designs because it's a way to, I guess it expands your creativeness.
Those are almost like time capsules. It's so cool to go back and look on those once you're out of college and 10 years from now, see what you made. Okay. Well, let's start down at the bottom with Anna and work our way back up. Anna, what are you looking forward to about the library's big move back to Main Street?
Okay, I'm really excited for that because it's been a long time since I've actually been to the library in person. So I'm looking forward to now being at the high school, being able to go there like after school with my friends and study there or pick up some books, or head to like a teen library council meeting or volunteer opportunity. Just the proximity of that and like convenience. And then also I'm looking forward to a lot of the programs that the library will have fully back and running when they're back in person.
Rithika?
I agree with Anna, like the activities and stuff they would hold. And I'm also excited because like it's a lot bigger than the West Branch Library. So there's more variety of books that we can check out there and other people can check out too.
Perfect. And Ava?
I agree with them because since the library will be bigger, there's going to be a bigger selection of books, and that's pretty exciting.
And Isabel, what about you?
I agree with what other people said, but I'm also happy because like since I at Carmel High School, it actually is a shorter walk to like get over there to check books out. And they also have a variety of books that we can also check things out. And you can also get to hang out with friends, study, and read or do anything you want and be closer to like volunteer opportunities.
Great.
I heard that they're gonna be expanding the teen section, so I'm excited for that. There's gonna be more space for teens. And I've also been missing the old library a lot, so it's gonna be nice to be able to go back there. Yeah, and since we were going there, since we were pretty much, it's been a long time since we've been there, so we'll be excited to see how that place is renovated, and it'll be cool going back there again.
No one said the coffee house. We're getting a Java house for the frozen chillers. Those are so good after school. All right. Well, here is our last question. Why do you like volunteering for the Carmel Library? Let's start with Anya and Ananya.
I like volunteering for the Carmel Clay Public Library because it allows me to expand my creativity and gives me lots of opportunities. Similar to what Nanya said, it's a way for me to be more open-minded about doing stuff because usually I don't really have a reason to do activities like this, and also be able to go outside or just do not really ordinary stuff and do things that can help other people sometimes too.
Isabel, why do you like volunteering with the library?
I like to volunteer at the library because it might look good on my resume since I want to be a librarian someday. And the other reason is like I love the library. I love being near books. I love being like in the library is like my safe haven. So I decided to like expand my social life, and so I became a member of Teen Library Council, and I have lots of friends in there. And another reason is like I like to be somewhere that I can actually use my creativity um in order to do something bigger in my life. And yeah.
And Ava, what about you?
I feel like the library is a big part of the community. So by volunteering there, I feel like it makes me more connected and it just feels good to be helping out.
And Rithika, what about you?
I like volunteering at the library because like I enjoy to see like adults and kids like look through the books, and like check them out. And like the main reason I was volunteering is because that way I can like share my love for books. And when I see people do that, it makes me really happy.
Ah, and Anna, what about you?
Well, I've kind of grown up with the library, and I feel like there really is something for everyone here. You have the obvious divisions of children, teen, adults, but you also have different genres if you're really into nonfiction versus fiction, or I know the library has a really cool audiovisual section, all sorts of different types of media. There's a bookstore, there is like even a coffee shop. And then even within the volunteering events, there's just so many ways to get involved and that they all play to your strengths. And you can just pick and choose. And whichever you do, you're always contributing to the library.
Well, those are all fabulous answers, and you are all amazing. I want to thank all of you so much for being teen volunteers with the Carmel Clay Public Library. And I don't want to leave out our fabulous teen librarians who spend so much time crafting these great volunteer experiences for all of our teens. If you or someone you know is interested in becoming a member of the Teen Volunteer Corps or TVC, applications are accepted year-round for students in grades 6 through 12 and can be found on the library's website at carmelclaylibrary.org. And just click or tap on teens. Thank you so much again, and happy National Volunteer Week.